Starting off this episode with some more good news and bad news. This time really bad news, you guys. Good news is my eye feels a lot better. If you missed last episode, I was going through some issues with my eye because I got some insulation in it. So be careful if you are renovating things. Be very careful. But that is improving. That's good news. The bad news is I had to fire my contractor. I really had to. I was holding on to him well past what my spidey senses were telling me to do because I was just hoping he would continue on, but I had to fire him, and all of the excitement from last episode has just gone away because now, once again, I am not ready for winter and I don't have help, and I now have to try to figure out how I'm gonna make this work. So for some context, I hired this contractor well over a month ago. It has not been an easy task getting him to show up to work. He likes to promise that he'll be here and then not show up. He's a very strange man. Sometimes he stays up for 48 hours or more, which is fine, but he wants to start work on his second day awake at like 3 in the morning, and it's just so bizarre. But now I have all of his tools all over the place and a bunch of these barely started projects, and I paid him the second deposit and he disappeared. So my property is riddled in this man's tools. It has been actually for a couple weeks and I haven't heard from him. He's not answering his calls. And yeah, it's a very uncomfortable situation for me to be in. I do wish that I never hired him to begin with, but now I really need some wins. I really need some wins. Winter is coming. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, you guys. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do this. All summer I had plans of hiring somebody and it just kept on falling through. So since winter is coming and I need some wins, I thought this would be the perfect episode to install my plumbing in the Airstream and my SimPure reverse osmosis system, which is going to make my life so much better so I can just have water from a tap, drink it, and wash all of my woes away. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing today. Let's tackle some plumbing. So to fully bring you up to speed, I have started the plumbing. So let's go back into the past and I'll show you what I've already done. Okay. Much better. I'm gonna let that set up and move on. I know that this is gonna have a lot of weight bearing on it, the whole faucet, so this has to be really secured well. Oh, that looks so nice. I think brass hardware is such a nice way to elevate a space. Looks so much bougier, and it was like 10 bucks more expensive. I like it. Okay, so now it is time to get the ball rolling on the rest of this plumbing. Installing the SimPure reverse osmosis system is something I've been looking forward to for months. I have had this sitting in a box for months. And this episode's kind of going to be a cart before the horse type situation because I do not have the plumbing put in place yet, but I do want to start with this reverse osmosis system. So hang in there. This is going to be a weird kind of order of operations, but I really can't wait to just dive in and get going with this. You know, there's a couple grammatical errors in this, but actually it is very easy to follow. And I think I'm gonna be able to do this. Again, intimidating, but I actually think it's gonna not be that hard. That is so cute. Now I am using the water filtration faucet tap that comes with my current faucet. It's all built in, but as you saw, it does come with a really super cute little faucet of its own, and that would do the trick, no problem. But fortunately, I have this system here, and it came with the perfect adapter size. So I think everything is pretty standardized, nothing like weird so far. It's just that I've never done this. There we go. Another new thing for me. That feels tight, and that does not feel tight. Maybe I should put some goop. I've got the goop. The door to change the filter is on this side. Oh, I'll have to fix that. It is on the right side, so that is why I'm putting it on the left. That's sturdy enough. Nice and tight. Whew. This is facing the wrong way, but that's where the thread wants to be its tightest on both sides, and I'm just gonna roll with it. All right, you'll have to bear with me with the lighting because it's a bright one out there. All right, first try. Pop this in all the way. It's all the way. This up so that I can fit. I pushed it in there, and then I'm lifting it out, and there will be a little space to put this. And that just clicks in super easily and locks it in. No worries. So simple. And then I'll do the same here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'll try to keep my arm out of the way. So pull this out, push this in all the way. Take one of these adapters, or one of these doohickeys that look like this. And again, pull this out a bit to make room. Slide that in, boom. I mean, this video is not a tutorial, but I just wanted to share how freaking easy that was. I was kind of intimidated when I saw that the tubing had no attachments at the end of it, but no, it's so simple. And then, horse before the cart before the horse, I need to deal with the wastewater. And the wastewater requires some actual plumbing under here. And my faucets lead to nothing, so I'm gonna quickly change that. For this, I watched a lot of YouTube, and I am literally going off of a screenshot that I took that I think makes sense. So I'm just gonna be a plumber now, and it's gonna be okay. Let's hope that that's in the right spot. Okay, so this is just a dry fit, but this is where we're at right now. Nothing is sealed, nothing is ready to go, but now I have to install this thingy. I don't truly understand the purpose of it, but some sweet retired old plumber on YouTube said it's necessary, so I trust him with my life. Okay, this is curing and I feel really good about it except for one oopsie. I'm gonna show it to you, but just know that I'm committing to it. And if this is gonna be a huge problem, it's gonna be a future Ellie problem. Obviously, I still have to attach the pipe that goes out, but the problem is with this, look, this is supposed to be there, the slant. And to be honest, I didn't even notice one side was slanted. So it was a 50-50 chance I was gonna get it wrong, and I did. So it is what it is. All right, now I get to drill more holes into the Airstream's walls. So exciting. So my hot and cold will go here, and then this side is for my dishwasher plumbing. And now I need to put 2 holes in the wall to get these attachments through. There will be a hose similar to this coming through both. Now, if I was watching YouTube just for entertainment, I would find this to be kind of dry, so I'm trying to skim past this and get back to the exciting part of getting water from the river up to the Airstream and drinking it. I'm parched. I could really use a glass of water, so gotta do this in order to get that glass of water. So since there's going to be some cabinetry here hiding everything, I could put a little box to hide this here, so that is exactly why I'm doing this in this location. It's gonna stick out like that. It's gonna be a weird little box, but I think it's gonna be okay. It is what it is, okay? That's just the motto of the game with me here. It is what it is. I think hot needs to be on the bottom though. It was way too easy. I should wear a mask. I can't wait to update you guys with all of the things that are going on right now here at the property and like all the ways that the contractor has altered my plans. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, for now I'll just stick to the water stuff. And it really is weird that I'm doing all this before even having a utility shed, but that wasn't the plan. I should have had one by now and I still have to move forward. So I'm feeling like I'm getting the crap kicked out of me this summer with being out here, mainly from trying to find outside sources to help me. I think that in many regards, my summer would have been so much better if I didn't have so many people coming to help and then not helping. And then with this contractor taking a lot of my money and then disappearing. So I'm having a good time, but I'm also having a bad time, if I'm so honest with you. I know it's gonna be fine and it's just very temporary, but it's wearing on me. So I really need this water. I really need this wind. So I'm not going to place this permanently because once I do have the utility building, I want to be able to put a pipe that goes from here all the way into it so it's fairly insulated. So for now, I'm just going to place this there. Really doesn't matter. And then I know that the fittings I'm using are not typical, but like I said, I was staring in Home Depot for hours and hours. It just occurred to me that I could do this way, and sure, it's more expensive, but at least my pea brain was wrapping around how to do it with this type of fitting. So that's why I'm doing it this way. It's my Airstream and I can be as inefficient as I want to be. Okay, now for the fun part. I want to first show you what my current water setup looks like, how I've been living. I haven't kept you guys updated to like what I've been up to in regards to water. So I'll show you what that is now, and then let's go get water from the river and have a glass of water. It is the next day. I am wearing the same shirt, but I did have a shower and I am still thirsty. So yeah, let's go get that water. Super conveniently, my neighbors happened to ask me if I need a hand in a time where I needed a hand. So they came over with their side-by-side and moved my IBC tank. So I have a couple IBCs, and now the really clean one is over by the Airstream, ready to go. But this is my current setup. This is my laundry, that's right. I do have a washing machine. It is currently doing its thing. 17 more minutes. Teeny tiny washing machine is so incredible off the grid. So the washing machine is filled directly from the stream. And I have my shallow well pump underneath, completely grown in. I actually haven't looked at it in a long time. And that is what I'm gonna be moving in a moment, but it takes water from that hose right there. And then dishes and shower. This is what I've been doing. I actually have not updated you about my shower situation. It has changed since my shower video. I will share that with you in just a sec, but my dishes still kind of the same vibe. Basically, I'm camping. The slight update is that my IBC now has this attachment so I can turn it on and then have gravity fed water. And I have 2 buckets and it is time to do some dishes. But I've got a rinsing bucket and a washing bucket, and it works out quite well for me. And then my shower situation is so much better than it was back in my shower video, but also still so not ideal. So I have a hot water on demand system. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. I am having hot showers without boiling water. And it's incredible. I love it. It doesn't need to be plugged into a wall. It has a little battery in there that ignites it. And I freaking love this thing. Not sponsored, but I love it. And the water comes from what was supposed to be my cold plunge tank, but it's not being hot enough this year. And inside of it, I have my previous shower pump that was used in the boiling pots of water back when I used to boil water to shower. So it's been working quite well, but there's one big problem, and that is that the little pump I have it attached to does not push out enough water to accommodate the power of the hot water heater. So even on its lowest setting, the lowest heat, this pushes out the most scorching hot water. So in order to shower, I have to kneel. Early days. I have to kneel so that the air cools the water a fair bit before it hits me, or else it would actually burn my skin. So for the past probably month and a half, I've been kneeling, washing my hair, just been living this funny, I don't know, outdoor showering life. It's been strange, but that'll change soon. Still don't know what's going on with my bathroom situation now that I had to fire the contractor, but at least I won't have to kneel because I'll have a proper pump starting tonight. Anyway, let's go grab that pump. Gotta start utilizing my sweet quad. And also today I installed the windshield that it came with. Love this old thing. Heavy, but it's not as heavy as I remembered. This is silly to bring with the quad. Here now. God, that is a luxury. That tastes so good. One big reason I said yes to this sponsorship was because you know how reverse osmosis systems often have kind of a bad rap because they take everything out of the water. It's so pure that there's nothing, not even like important minerals. A lot of reverse osmosis system users squirt back in minerals, and that's really important. There's a lot of minerals in water that we need. But the really cool thing about this SimPure reverse osmosis system is there's a post-filtration filter that remineralizes the water with important minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. And so for me, that is a big win because I don't want to have to squirt minerals into my water every time I pour myself a glass of water. And it tastes really good. And I don't really know what the minerals would taste like, but it doesn't taste like anything's added. It just tastes like pure water. So yeah, I'm really super happy with this reverse osmosis system. It was not that hard to install. Honestly, if I wasn't doing all the plumbing and everything and that was all set up, it would probably take me, I'm going to be generous and say max 20 minutes because honestly, you just have to put the little pipes in and then drill a hole. So yeah, it would be pretty quick and I'm super happy with it. Another thing is I looked online, the filter replacements are very inexpensive. So its upkeep isn't going to be like an oil change on a Ferrari. It is very manageable. So thank you so much, SimPure, for sending that to me. I think I had something like 2,500-ish subscribers back then and hadn't even started this ranch series. And they still trusted in me that I could build this into one of my episodes and they hooked me up. So really appreciate you guys, SimPure. And if you guys would like to snag one of these reverse osmosis systems, I have a discount code here and I will also have a special link for you down below or over there or wherever it is. So you can snag that and enjoy super clean water that is remineralized. So with that, I will end the episode here. I did have, that bad news in the beginning, but it is so nice to check off a win and feel good about that. So I'm gonna get busy trying to figure out how to winterize my property on my own in like a matter of just a few weeks. I think the next episode is going to be probably quite chaotic. My brain is quite chaotic right now and I just have a million things to do all at once. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me in this one and I'll catch you in the next one.